What is happiness? The feeling that power is growing, that resistance is being overcome. Friedrich Nietzsche. But what if the true aim of life isn't happiness at all, but rather the relentless pursuit of inner growth, even through suffering? What if what you now label as failure is actually the beginning of your real strength? Philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche believed that human existence isn't about comfort or approval, but about becoming stronger with every challenge faced. And the more resistance we endure, the closer we get to who we were truly meant to become. This isn't a comfortable path, but it's the only one that matters. In this video, you'll uncover the path of self-overcoming, where pain transforms into power and uncertainty becomes clarity. The illusion of external power. Many people live under the illusion that true power lies in controlling others, influencing thoughts, shaping behavior, dominating spaces. But that's not the kind of power Nietzsche respected. In his view, the desire to control is often a mask for deep weakness, the will of the weak to present some appearance of superiority. Friedrich Nietzsche. Beneath the facade of control often lies a needy, insecure, and resentful spirit. Carl Jung expanded on this with profound insight. Those who refuse to confront their own darkness often project it onto others, seeking to dominate them as a form of compensation. Real power, then, isn't about subduing the world, but about mastering yourself. And as long as we're chasing the illusion of appearing strong, we drift further from the authentic strength that rises from within. This is the first illusion we must destroy. True power, growth from within. When Nietzsche spoke of power, he wasn't referring to status, fame, or social clout. He meant a silent, almost invisible strength, one that's born in the soul of someone committed to evolving. For him, true power is what makes us feel more alive, more real, more resilient in the face of life itself. Power is more life, not by multiplying it, but by raising it to a higher level. Friedrich Nietzsche. This type of power doesn't need spectators or applause. It's the power of an artist who deepens their craft, a thinker who reaches new levels of insight, a human who faces themselves with courage. The vocation of each person is to become who they truly are. Carl Jung. But this path demands more than desire. It requires discipline, confrontation, and accountability. Growth is uncomfortable. It means breaking away from numbing routines, empty distractions, and superficial appearances. Most importantly, it means facing the truth of who we are. From there, everything begins to change. Resistance is the way. No genuine transformation happens without resistance. The will to power can only express itself against resistance. Friedrich Nietzsche. This statement holds a deep key. What challenges us also strengthens us. Without opposition, there is no progress. Like muscles that only grow through strain, or the spirit that matures through pressure. Pain, fear, doubt, and failure, rather than enemies, these become tools of inner refinement. There is no awakening of consciousness without pain. Carl Jung. Avoiding resistance only prolongs stagnation. Facing it activates our evolution. Imagine a warrior. He grows more skilled by battling stronger foes. Likewise, each obstacle we face shapes us, expands us, prepares us. Resistance isn't a signal we're off track. It's proof that we're exactly where we need to be, on the edge between who we are and who we're meant to become. That's where real power begins to rise. Life as a game of self-transcendence. Nietzsche viewed life as a never-ending process of overcoming. We set a goal, struggle to reach it, grow through the effort, and then, once we reach it, we must let it go and aim even higher. Whatever I create, I must oppose it and my love for it. That is what my will desires. Friedrich Nietzsche. This isn't a bleak outlook. It's a dynamic one. Life is not a finish line, but an endless unfolding. Nietzsche scholar Bernard Regenster explained, the one who seeks power doesn't simply want to obtain things, but to fulfill themselves by continuously rising above who they were. True satisfaction isn't found in the outcome, but in the expansion itself. Jung called this individuation the emergence of the true self, which requires breaking free from masks and social conditioning. Life, then, is a sacred game. For every challenge conquered, a new one arises. And that's exactly what keeps us alive, creative, and in constant evolution. Those who stop growing begin to die inside. Real power is found in movement, suffering as a source of strength. Nietzsche grasped something most people ignore. Suffering isn't a mistake in life, it's a necessary part of it. It is not the suffering itself, but the meaninglessness of it that has been humanity's greatest curse. Friedrich Nietzsche. When pain feels pointless, it poisons the soul. But when we give it meaning, it turns into power. Religion, ideology, and politics have often promised some future salvation in a beyond world to justify present pain. The concept of a true world beyond was invented to devalue the only world that exists. Friedrich Nietzsche. He argued the opposite. We must value this world, this pain, this moment. Jung affirmed this view. Pain is the messenger of something that must be integrated. Carl Jung. Instead of escaping suffering, we must listen to it, understand it, and extract strength from it. Power is forged through friction, through adversity. To deny pain is to deny growth itself. Embracing pain with intention is an act of courage and evolution. The joy that springs from power, Nietzsche warned. Chasing joy as an end goal is a mistake. Real joy isn't something you hunt down. It's something that emerges. Joy is merely a symptom of the will to power. Friedrich Nietzsche. In other words, it arises when we stretch ourselves, when we break through difficulty, when we surpass internal limits. That elevation is what we call happiness. Jung adds a powerful layer of insight. What we fail to face within ourselves will return as fate. Carl Jung. This means avoiding struggle leads to passive suffering, while confronting it leads to fulfillment. True joy comes from victorious engagement with our own shadow. It doesn't come from consumption or social validation. It comes from the clear awareness that you are stronger than yesterday. That's why the pursuit of inner power isn't vanity. It's spiritual survival. The more resistance we overcome, the more meaning we find. The more we fulfill our potential, the more genuine joy we experience. Real joy is not instant pleasure. It is the quiet peace of someone who knows they're on the right path. You weren't born to live on autopilot. You were born to become someone you can't yet even imagine. But that can only happen if you accept the call to overcome. And life itself whispered a secret to me. Here it is, it said, I am that which must always overcome itself. Friedrich Nietzsche. This is the core of an authentic life: motion, challenge, growth. So look at yourself today with boldness. Identify your next resistance. Face it, defeat it, and once you do, don't stop. Aim higher, because true happiness is the sense that your power is expanding, and you are expanding with it. Join our community of transformation. Like, share, and subscribe for more reflections that strengthen your mind and spirit. The journey doesn't end here. It's only just beginning.